everybody, Mrs. Cousin here. Welcome back to another lesson. We've moved on to the very first full lesson in chapter 1, and we're looking at 1.1, identifying ways of earning income. So this is a nice quick one. Let's go ahead and jump right in. This one here, the very beginning, the try this is always use mental math to try to calculate. So try to do these. Mental math just means try to do it in your head. So just practice doing these up mentally, just add them up in your head and see what you can come up with. And now the rest of it is looking at ways that people can earn income. So income is just simply, they always have the off to the side here. Income is simply the money received for work. They've got your definition there, and they've just listed the different ways that people can earn income and some examples of workers that work in there. So you've got your hourly wage, wages and tips. So think of that. That's going to be your hourly wage plus tips. Salary is when you always get paid that same amount no matter what you do. A firefighter, for example, they don't get paid by the hour. They get paid a yearly wage that is then broken down into every 2 weeks. So they've taken, they'll take the amount, divide it by 52 and pay you every 2 weeks, pay you what that would be. Commission is a payment based on a percentage of your sales. So for example, car salesmen, they might not get paid an hourly wage or a salary, they get paid commission. So they'll say you might get 5% of your total sales this month. Some places will say you get this kind of an hourly wage plus a commission on what you sell. It's an incentive to try to encourage these people to sell more real estate, more cars, that kind of thing. Royalty, it's payment for a piece of work that is marketed or sold. So it's usually a percentage of sales. So think of musicians or authors. An author writes a book and they're going to get royalty on that book. So for every book that's sold, they're going to get a certain percentage. The more they sell, the more their royalty is, the more they make. Piecework is when you make something. So think of somebody who sells on Etsy or the local craft fair, those kinds of things. Those people might, get paid per item that they make. This can also be people that do different, cable installer, sewing machine, different types of jobs. You'll get paid per item that you've finished making. Last one is a contract. So a contract is a payment for a fixed amount of time or a fixed amount of money. And you pick up a contract for doing that work. Think of it sort of like a salary, except it's not an ongoing thing. You're just going to get that amount for doing that contract. So you get hired to do the electrical in a house. You're going to get paid this amount of money for doing that electrical contract. Lots of times in trades, this is you get hired to do a specific contract. So that could be often what you see in trades. All of these are ways that are valid ways of getting paid depending on what you do. So it's just important that you understand the different jobs, because you might want a job that pays in one of these ways, or you might want to avoid something that pays in one of these ways for whatever reason. So go ahead, work through the practice problems. As always, you'll hear me say it a lot. Make sure that you mark your work before you move on to the quick check and move on to the next lesson. Any questions? Don't hesitate